Yo guys, Spiritual Thinking 47 here, and today we're going to be talking about how we need to stop following each other. Uh, a lot of these things come from the subconscious mind. We're always trying to follow this guy, follow that guy because we're lost, right? If you're in a maze and there's 100 people, right? You're not gonna know what you're doing in this maze. You don't know how to get out, so you just follow someone else, thinking that they know the way out. They don't know how to get out, and we're all lost. This is essentially how we're living life, right? Most of us feel like we're lost, so a coping mechanism that we do subconsciously is follow others, which can sometimes be helpful, right? If there's an earthquake, if you're a tourist in France and you don't know how they handle earthquakes, then this is a good mechanism. For example, there's an earthquake in France and you're visiting, and everyone starts running towards this direction, right? To the safe zone. So this is a good mechanism because you're like, oh, okay, I can follow these people so that I can ensure my safety, right? And it works because they know what they're doing since they live in France and I don't since I'm a tourist, right? This is just an example. These are the kinds of things that are kind of help us work on the background sound. Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. These are the kind of things that kind of help us with our spiritual learning. Sometimes we do need to follow the example of others because they have gone through some experiences that we haven't. But more often than not, we keep following the wrong people. We keep following others when they don't even know themselves, right? It's a very complicated thing and a weird situation that we get into, right? I think the thing that just like tips me off the most is just how the celebrities are viewed as gods, right? We got Beyonce here, we got Kim Kardashian, we got, Jay-Z, we got Kanye West, and all these things. If a celebrity does it, everyone does it, right? If a celebrity has a makeup kit, right? I think it was the Kim Kardashian one, or I don't even know whose it was, but it's just sold out in like 24 hours, like millions of makeup kits, just because a celebrity announces it, right? You get that exact same makeup kit, and it's not publicly announced by a celebrity, no one's gonna buy it. So we live in this world of consumerism, materialism, and we're like little children. Our eyes are just focused on physically seeing things, right? We see a celebrity and we see beauty, physical beauty, right? We're not worried about if they have good morals. We're not worried about if they know themselves. We're not worried about how they really act. We're just worried about how pretty they look, how handsome they look, and that's it. We might be worried about, do they hug puppies? Well, they do that on camera, but you don't know what they do behind the scenes. On camera, you can act however you want. They're actors. They're actors in real life, they're actors in movies. So on camera, they can look like a nice guy, nice woman, but you don't really know that person. So this is like a big example of following the crowd, right? For example, I saw, I think it was Ryan Reynolds, he promoted Lay's chips a while back. And I'm like, what is Ryan Reynolds gonna do to help me buy Lay's chips? What is that gonna do, right? Apparently, it does a lot because sales go up like that. People just follow the crowd, they follow each other. If everyone, if a celebrity, for example, if a celebrity is vegan, everyone's gonna think, oh, well, maybe veganism isn't so bad. I'm actually striving to be vegan. I'm currently like 90% vegetarian. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, guys. Cheese is like ugh, it's like a really hard one for me to get over, but I'm becoming vegan. I'm doing my best. Anyways, if a celebrity does it, everyone will say, yes, that's cool. That's a good idea. We should follow that celebrity, right? If a regular person says it, they're like, so, right? We tend to follow what everyone else does, especially teenagers. And me as a teen, I can see the world around me in a much different lights than most teenagers do. I feel like I'm always the outcast, the weird one, and I like being weird and I like being the outcast. Most people don't, but I really like being the outcast. It's fun. It's like you're not just doing what everyone else does. There's something intriguing about that, right? Being different. When you're a teenager, for example, when you're around my age, so if I so let's just say, for example, everyone in my school, let's just say at least 1 out of 10 students have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? So everyone thinks, oh, why don't I have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? And a lot of times that girlfriend boyfriend relationship is very fake. It's a very fake thing. They just do it because they're lonely. There's a couple of reasons. One, because they're lonely. Two, because they feel like they have to date someone because they haven't found themselves. They do it to look cool. They do it, to get back at their ex. These are very childish games that I feel like we shouldn't be playing right now. Let me get up my seat a little bit. There we go. So, these are things that we shouldn't really be doing just because everyone else does it, right? If everyone in the world, for example, just thinks that you have to get a girlfriend, you have to fall in love, you have to have a soulmate, then you're gonna feel bad about yourself, right? This is how the government gets you, right? With their products, right? Everyone is drinking Gatorade. So if you're not drinking Gatorade, you're missing out and you have to, obey, right? If you're the only one not wearing a cool t-shirt, right? Then you're gonna feel weird, you're gonna feel outcast, and you're gonna have to just go along with the program and just do what everyone else does, right? Who do you think are the weird ones? The monks, the gurus, the Sikhs, the yogis. But I feel like they're the most mature and wise ones on this planet. So most of the time, when you're the only one not doing something, it usually means that you should be doing it. I know that sounds crazy, but it depends on the scenario. I'm talking about for spiritual reasons, right? You're the only one who's vegan. Well, I feel like being vegan is a healthy lifestyle, not just for health, but for the animals. Because if they're tortured unnecessarily, and we shouldn't even be eating meat in the first place. It's a whole discussion. I won't be getting into that. Maybe I can get into that in another video. But I'm just saying, most people aren't vegan, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna feel like an outcast for being vegan. I go with my own ideals too. I gotta trust myself on what path I'm going on too. So guys, you need to make sure that you trust yourself enough as an individual so that you don't get caught up in this whole fitting in, kind of thing. A lot of people struggle with friends, family, neighbors all the time. If that's where peer pressure comes in, right? If you see your friends doing something, you're the only one not doing it, you look lame, right? So you're gonna do it. Well, even if you look lame, that's the price. You gotta look at the investment. If you're lame for them, well, why do you need to care about how you look? Are you gonna worry more about if you're lame, or are you gonna worry about, the fact that you're doing the right thing, right? It's kind of like the typical scenario the parents say. If your friends are gonna jump off a cliff, are you too? And most people would say, yeah, I'll jump off the cliff with them because I'm gonna look lame if I don't. So that's the scenario we have here. I don't know if I'm really explaining myself completely. If I'm not explaining myself right, just make sure to write that down in the comments. If you have any questions, I can answer them in future videos. But yeah, so when you follow the crowd, you lose yourself in the process. You need to trust your instincts, trust your morality, trust your spirituality, trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you trust yourself, you're trusting the universe within you. We're all individuals with a divinity inside of us, a whole like a tree of life that connects to the universe, right? Via different different ways of explaining it. Some people say the crown chakra, some people say the third eye, some people say just depends. You know, it's essentially the same thing. When you look at it like that, so you gotta ask yourself this: are you gonna follow the crowd and lose yourself in the process? You gotta look at the price and the investment. Most people only look at the price. They never look at the end game, the investment, right? If I follow them, I'm gonna look cool, right? So, and if I don't, the price, I'm gonna look lame, right? But similarly, if I do my own thing, yes, the price is that I'm gonna look lame, but guess what? I'm gonna gain so much more from that experience because I'm being true to myself. This right here, this is me. I'm a comic book person. I'm into spirituality. No one in my school is into comics, and that's fine too. I'm not saying they have to be. I'm just saying that I accept myself for that, and I'm not gonna, shred down my posters every time I have someone visiting because it doesn't look cool. I don't care. I'm not worried about what people think 24/7. Although I do have issues with that sometimes. I'm working on it. But I'm not 24/7 in this constant struggle, like to always fit in, fit in, fit in. We have this a lot. So this is what we need to work on. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. And, I'll see you next time.